Hey gang, welcome back to the shop. Today we've got a really exciting new part. This is the clear clutch cover from Rizoma. And we actually got to see this part late last year in Italy when Thomas gave us a tour of the Rizoma factory in right outside of Milan. We also got to see the Area 13, which is the super secret research and development department within Rizoma, where they work through and work out all of the parts that are going to inevitably shape the motorcycling world. This cover was designed to basically add a refined touch to your motorcycle while still emphasizing the mechanical beauty inside the engine. It's constructed of the same billet aluminum that Rizoma is known for, and it also has a clear Lexan cover that will allow you to peer into the heart of the Ducati V4 engine. And with the kit, you're actually going to get a pressure plate as well as what Rizoma calls a clutch oil vent. And what that is actually a piece that is designed to actually circulate the oil within the clutch itself. Rizoma also designed this part to be incredibly easy to install, so let's get to it. Like I said, this install is going to be super easy, so the first thing we need to do is get the clutch cover off. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, and then this thing is just going to come straight off. Now be mindful because these screws are made out of aluminum and they are threading into a magnesium case cover. Both metals are fairly soft, so we are at risk of over tightening and stripping out the cover. And I do have the bike standing upright, so obviously there's no oil that's coming out. This bike has been sitting for a minute. So everything has drained into the sump, so should be no problems there. Just make sure that you clean up anything here. I know a lot of folks are going to be doing this on the side stand, so just demonstrating that you don't necessarily have to be over on the side stand or run the risk of losing any oil out of the clutch while the bike is upright. Again, cold motor. It's been sitting, so all the oil has had a chance to settle. Next, we're going to get this ring off. There are 3 springs that are behind that, so make sure that you just back this guy off nice and slowly. And then that is going to expose the 3 springs. And then this is going to be the pressure plate. So just carefully slide that guy out, just straight out like that. The shift rod is probably going to come with it. So just make sure that you don't pull that all the way out. And we're done here. Now let's shift over to the bench. One of the things that makes this install so easy is the fact that Rizoma has actually included a bearing pressed into the pressure plate right out of the box. So you don't have to go and find a press to get the stock bearing out of the stock pressure plate. It's already in the Rizoma pressure plate, so you're good to go. The 2 things that we need to harvest from the stock unit is going to be this centerpiece right here, which is the throwout shaft, and then these keepers right here. Very simple to get those tabs out. Just press right here with a screwdriver and then push straight down. Press here, push straight down. Press there, push straight down. And it's these little spring tabs that you're getting out of there. And then last, we will need to get this out right here. Easy enough. And then that piece is going to go right into the piece from Rizoma. Just get that settled and then just straight in. And then when it makes a different sound, that's when you know it's seated and it's ready to go in. Now these retaining clips, they're just going to go into these 3 holes right here. Installation is really simple. Just press them down in there and then they'll click into the correct location. And that's ready to be installed. All right, when fitting the pressure plate onto the clutch pack, it's very simple. You just got to get everything lined up, but you don't want the clutch pack to be stepped away from the clutch pack here. So the pressure plate needs to be up tight against the clutch pack, which that, just put a bit of pressure and get that lined up. There we go. See how that's seated down? And you just want to make sure that that is in the right location and seated nice against the clutch pack there. Then your springs go on. Perfect. Now the vent goes on there. And then the titanium screws. Get those started. Take up all that space. And then when the spring starts compressing, that's when you're going to start going into that pattern, because you don't want to tighten this down one direction and then it'll get bound up. So you want to make sure that you're tightening everything down a little at a time in each corner. And pushing those springs down nice and even. All right, that one's snugged up a little. That one's snugged up a little. And that one's snugged up a little. Now I'm going to switch over to my torque wrench, because these torques, as well as the torque on the case, is very, very important. And these don't take a lot of torque, so make sure you consult your owner's manual to get the proper torque spec. And back here on the bench, we are going to be reusing the stock gasket here. So all you have to do is just place this in the channel on the Rizoma piece. And that should go in nice and easy, just like that. Now we're ready to button this thing up. Rizoma does provide some black hardware. The stock hardware is this, this aluminum piece. So you are going to be replacing, if you want, with the black hardware. Be aware that the black hardware is steel, so you need to pay attention to your torque specs because you don't want to strip out the case, which would have you replacing this entire piece here. So be mindful of your torque specs. I've got all the bolts that came from Rizoma ready to go. Don't forget, Loctite the world. And then this is ready to go on. Just like that. Gonna get these started by hand. And then again, I am just snugging these down so that I can get my torque wrench out. And there you go. That is the first Rizoma Clear Clutch cover installed here in the United States. And I think that that's even the first kit to leave the factory in Italy. We've got them on the website, motivationusa.com. We've got them in stock, ready to ship straight to your door. And lastly, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us here on YouTube, as well as Instagram, wherever you found us. We've got tons of motorcycle content available for you. We've got how-tos, product features, as well as our good friend Michael Griffin is doing a series called Corner Speed. He's running around doing all kinds of motorcycle-related stuff. It's really cool. Check it out on YouTube. We've got a whole playlist available for you. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.